Then he pulled up his library of weaving patterns. He showed me how he makes them in Excel. I literally could have stabbed myself in the foot because I tried to make a weave on graph paper for a recent build, and it took a week to write all the steps because it was printed out on 8 pages of graph paper. The way he does it in Excel might take him a few hours tops. So basically, I spent a week working on a left list that probably would have only taken me a few days if I had thought about Excel. Then he also explained Pick-to-Weave and went through the steps of how that program works. Pick-to-Weave and Visual Wrap are 2 great programs for the serious rod builder. You can play around with colors, adjust sizing, and change thread size quickly and make it the correct size for each rod. Plus, once the pattern is created, you have that pattern for life. Rod clamps were also brought up to us by showing us a jig and asking if we had one. We don't, so that sparked the next tidbit of information we received. Rod clamps are just that. They clamp the reel seat and handles together as they dry to keep them from separating. We've experienced movement in ours before, and the thought to create a clamp for them sure didn't cross my mind. Do you know that the glue does in fact push the components apart as it dries? Granted, it's not a huge gap most times, but even the smallest gap can cause issues later on down the road. In fact, even if it separates just wide enough for a piece of paper to slide into, water will eventually destroy the bond between the grips and reel seat and cause the rod to fail at some point. We do a lot of saltwater builds, and I can only imagine how long it would take saltwater to destroy that, especially since we know our customers do not properly maintain their fishing gear.